Today for New Music Monday, we're going to take a look at the brand new album from Dropkick Murphys, and it's called Signed and Sealed in Blood. So the Dropkick Murphys are back with their first record of new music in about 2 years, and they really seem to continue in the same direction that they left off in on 2011's Going Out in Style. That is to say, if somehow over the past 2 decades you haven't become a fan of the Dropkick Murphys, this is as good a place as any to start, as once again they strike that odd balance between their gritty, aggressive, hardcore sound and a more controlled, melodic approach that they've been exploring over the past few years. The biggest difference between this and their previous release is that there's no running storyline throughout, and you can tell that the band is just having a really good time writing and playing songs that they generally find fun, as nearly every single one of these songs is custom tailored to be sung loud and sung proud in a group setting, you know, like at a Dropkick Murphys concert. On my first listen, the track that really got me was the song Burn, and after playing it a couple dozen more times, it's without question my favorite song, as it has that pace and that growl that I really love about this band, and again, you can really hear just how much they're enjoying the recording process. And as is the case with most groups, that element of fun in the studio almost always makes for an overall better song. The other really strong moment on this album is the song The Battle Rages On, as again, you have the laser-focused sound of this band doing what they do best and leaving all of their peers in the dust. The guitars, the rhythm, the vocals, the lyrics, everything they bring on this album is top-notch, and it becomes one of those records that you keep finding yourself saying, hell yes, give me more to yourself, and sometimes out loud. But I will admit, there are a few skippable tracks on this album, and while I do understand where they were going with the Christmas-themed song The Season Is Upon Us, it really ends up getting in the way of the other songs and interrupting the mood of the album. The fact of the matter, in songs of this case, they really belong at the end of a record, so they don't interrupt the flow just like this one does. But when you think about it, this song is much in the same vein as the band's classic Kiss Me I'm Shit-Faced, so while it's not out of place for the band musically, it's just awkwardly placed on the album. Also, for me, most of the time when the Dropkick Murphys slow down their sound or strip down the guitar tone, I'm not really a big fan, and that stays true on songs like Don't Tear Us Apart. But it's by no means a bad song, it's just not what I look for with this group. And the closing track is a bit too hokey and contrived for my tastes. Yeah, I get it, you've just written the ideal song to close your shows to. I understand. But it just feels so forced and a little bit boring at the same time. And I know the Ramones had We Are Happy Family, and that worked, but in this case, it just doesn't. But these few missteps are easy to overlook given the entire scope of the album. As taken as a whole, Signed and Sealed in Blood adds further proof to the fact that the Dropkick Murphys are just now starting to hit their musical stride. And this album really does have a broader appeal than just about anything they've done previously. It's hard and heavy when it needs to be, but it's the communal feel of every single song that's really the strength of the album, and it almost demands that you play it over and over again. So on the buy it or borrow it, this one is a solid buy it and a great way to kick off 2013 in music. So that's what I got for you guys today. I hope you dug it. If you did, go ahead and click subscribe, leave a comment, click like, whatever you want to do. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Tumblr right here, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.